We'll be talking about objects and maps and map in JavaScript. Uh, I did something using a map instead of a plain object, and someone asked me, so I said, yes, good. Let me explain it to everybody. Map and objects and their strengths and weaknesses. So here it is. So plain objects are JavaScript key value container, contain your values, but the beauty of it is that they coerce your values into strings, your key value pairs into strings. So even if you store 1 as a number, the key value will end up as a string, as you can see here. So we stored on line 3, we stored object as 1, but if you check line 9, if you do object of 1 as the number, or object of 1 as a string, it will still give us the same value, and it's no problem. They are identical, right? But gotcha is if you look at line 5 and line 6, if you store an object, you have 1, it transforms into just one particular type. This data structure. Line 5 and line 6 are two different things, ID of 1 and ID of 2, but they are coerced into the string of this value, object of object, then coerced into a string, right? So when you run line 6, it changes from ID of 2 to objects, and then it goes to the code and it sees object of object there, says, oh, well, I'm the new guy now, you can go. So it overwrites your data. That's one gotcha. Okay, also objects don't respect the order at which values come in. I think we need to go back. They don't respect the orders at which values come in, so it actually hoists your data. So if you pass a number, it hoists it. If you pass normal alphabets, it doesn't hoist it. So our numbers are hoisted irrespective of the order they come in. So hoisting is when a piece of code or a value or a variable can be at the bottom of the code, and then it's moved to the top of the code for several reasons, probably to allow every value below it to be able to access that value that was being hoisted. Question. So another thing about objects is that the value, the values that come with it, the functions that come with objects can be overwritten. The built-in methods, I mean, they can be overwritten, which can be problematic at times. And in plain objects, you don't get to know the size out of the box. You have to convert the keys into like an array and then do array.length. So there is that. Okay. So there's that about plain objects. Let's move forward. Here's map. There's map. You have your key and then you have your value. Anything you store as a key would always remain as it is. You can store any type of data inside as the key, and nothing will be coerced or changed or malformed to fit at all. It would be like that. So as you can see on line 7, you store an object key, and if you get the value, you would on line 10 you would see exactly what you want. So it helps you avoid cases of overwrites or unexpected overwrites of data. And in map, you can get your object size. So this is good for hash tables, hash maps, and places where the order at which the data comes in is very important. So in map, you have different methods and utilities. You have sets that allows you to add, you have get, you have as. So a good advantage of of plain objects is just it's how easy it is to convert to JSON, and also dot notation. Man, you can just use dot notation to access anything as opposed to doing map.get or get value. So just dot something. To me, it really is good and easier sometimes to do this way. Yep. Okay. So this is about reference, just talking about the same thing I've said before. Yep. So things to watch out for when you are using maps or objects already concluded is that be careful not to overwrite your data. The map is not JSON serializable, so you have to convert it to objects and then take the map converted object through JSON string before you can get your JSON. So this is just a side-by-side comparison. Key types, string and symbols. So whenever you want to use your object or map, all you just need to consider is the complexity and how dynamic the data is. If it is not complex, if it's not very complex and doesn't require so much change over time, or if it is not that the data is not deterministic, if you can't predict how the data would be like over a period of time, you can just use a map. But if you know how the data structure is like, if it's a JSON, if it's a response, if the data is not so much, it's a fixed schema, this is your plain object. It has always been good, it has always worked, and it's still working. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and enjoy. What else? I'll be posting the video without. I'll be posting another video of this without me talking at all, so you guys can just enjoy this without me yapping. If you actually did enjoy this version better, you can just say so. So I'll be pleased and very happy to keep on explaining in my own way alongside the explanatory videos. Alright guys, thank you. Bye. Cheers.